This is Moonstalker at that place for walkthroughs with Luthien of Dragon Age Origins. Luthien's gonna head back to dinner.
More Darkspawn, hey?
Is that nice? How rude. Yeah, at least the carrion birds will have something to eat.
Is but one word, one life, one death. There is but one.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven craft. Direct from origin.
One moment, I gotta turn off the fan. That's better.
What can I get you, stranger?
I finished a favor for one of your interested parties. For gold.
What can I get you, stranger?
Anyone need help? False witness.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Yeah, you too.
And I'm off.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven craft. Direct from Orzammar. Won't find better.
Huh.
Wait a minute. Let's see. Prospect Mountains, Denham,
Magic exists to serve man and never.
and Lake Callahan. We'll start here.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Hey, Shem.
I knew this was coming. Spent all the coin preparing, so I ain't dying over it.
We'll see.
Now, let's see. Oh, right.
Sorry about the mess. Not really.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
The Callahan is next. Then the Frostback Mountains.
Isn't that the point?
Good to see you again.
Someone else's imagination. Just players in a play.
Maker, rest the souls of all, Templar and Mage, who gave their lives.
Hey, Shem.
They're from the guild! I know that's the one they hired! Stop them!
Looks like chubby Obama.
Time for more practice.
Frostback Mountains. Here she comes.
This spot is mine. Find your own.
It's weird. We already got Sten's sword. Confused. Let's take care of Brian first.
Did you hear? Androste's ashes have been found here in Ferelden too.
What can I do for you?
I got a note here from your master.
This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
Hello, Brian.
This about the guild? I swear, I didn't tell them anything. I just took the sovereigns.
Oh. Okay.
I don't believe any of it.
Don't throw dirt in my face.
You heard about all those mages in Lake Callahan?
Step right up, friend, and have a look at the finest selection of almost new armor and weaponry east of Orlais.
Almost new.
Yes, well, I don't like to brag, but I've got some fine things here. Almost straight from the Royal Armoury. Only took a slight detour on the way.
Things you pillaged off the dead at Ostagar?
Pillage is such a harsh word, friend. I don't pillage anything. I'm a salvager. I rescue quality-made goods from rust and neglect, a saviour to abandoned equipment.
Did you happen to find a Kunari sword?
Canary? I'm afraid I don't know the word.
Bronze-skinned giants.
Oh, them. Well, I've a few shields here. I had one sword, but I sold it already.
Who did you sell it to?
A collector. I can't go telling you all about my paying customers. One, it's not ethical, and two, it's bad for business. A lot of my customers are sensitive types. They don't want their personal business related to every stranger who happens along.
Tell me, or I'll let the original owner know where you are.
If I'd known he was still breathing, I would have used a knife. I mean, I'd have been more careful.
Where's the sword now?
Redcliffe. The guy who bought it lives in Redcliffe. He's a collector. A dwarf named Dwin, I think. I don't want any trouble. If you see that giant, tell him I don't have it, would you? I don't, I swear.
I might be willing to keep quiet for 3 sovereigns.
3? I call it highway robbery, but I'd be smearing the good name of highwaymen everywhere. Fine. Here's your blood money. Take it and go.
Did the Templars kill them all at least?
No, guess they got better.
Yes.
More likely working with the Darkspawn will take us over.
Don't even want to think about it.
I'm sure I got the sword. I'm just gonna go check. It's probably in the chest back at camp.
Oh, right. Huh. Going.
There it is. Sola. We'll go ahead and give it back to him.
What comes, my friend?
Oops, never mind.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
Right. Okay. Where's Ageless? Huh.
I am listening.
What is your wish, Kadan?
Wanted to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak, then.
What was that about children?
What were they doing? Did not look like it served any purpose.
They were playing.
That word means nothing to me.
What do Qunari children do if they don't play?
They study.
That's all they do?
They learn their place in the world.
Qunari parents really treat their children this way?
Parents, are you speaking nonsense on purpose? If you insist on speaking, use real words.
What do Qunari call people with children?
Tamasrans. But the Emekari are not theirs. They belong to the Qunari, not the priesthood.
So only your priests have children?
Of course not. The Tamasrans raise the children, they don't bear them. Can we move on?
Let's go.
As you wish.
I'm wondering something. I'd like to know your thoughts about some of our traveling companions. Do you mind if I ask?
Go ahead. I don't mind.
How about Ogren? You must have an opinion on the smell, at the very least.
At least he's not a Shem. He is a bit much, isn't he?
Well, let's just say that I'm not so surprised he's not married any longer. How he lifts his sword is a bit of a mystery. Though I suppose the point is that he does lift it. And so long as we can point him in the right direction, he charges too. He has gusto, I'll give him that. Zevran, the elf. You can't trust him, can you? Do you believe his so-called vow?
No, not really.
Then why bring him along? Don't you think he might try to kill you again? Maybe he's just biding his time.
I don't think he'll try again.
That's very trusting of you. I guess you must have your reasons. What about Sten? The way he looks at me with those eyes. Creepy. And he's so quiet for someone so big.
There's no reason to be frightened of Sten.
I know. The more I talk to him, the more it seems like his philosophy is not so vile as the Chantry describes it. It's an odd thing to think. And yet, he killed all those people. He doesn't even deny it. Doesn't that bother you?
He seems to regret what he did.
I'm not so sure that his regret means the same as it would for us. The Qunari sense of honor is a bit hard to grasp. For me, anyway. What about Liliana? Is she crazy? Or do you really believe in her vision?
It could be true. Who to say it isn't?
Maybe you're right. It's not as if she could have known that we needed help so desperately after all. Yet, there she was. I noticed that you and her have become close. Am I right? The rest of us have talked about it.
It's none of your business.
Oh, so it's true. You don't fool me. I knew it. I don't know what to make of her. If you look at her when she doesn't see you, she just looks so sad. I almost feel guilty taking her away from her life.
I don't. This is good for her.
Good for you, maybe. Her? I'm not so sure about. Morrigan, do you trust her? Think about it. Maybe Flemeth sent her with us for some other reason than she said.
You're probably right.
And you're just going to let her follow us around? A Maleficar and make her knows what else?
I don't have to like her when she's useful.
That's the most sensible thing I've heard out of you yet. Just remember that she's dangerous too, and evil, and mean. Enough. I think my curiosity is sated. Let's get back to it, shall we?
What about Winifred? You can ask about her.
What say you?
Care to answer some questions?
By all means.
Let's just move on.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
We need to talk.
Of course.
You were a traveling minstrel. Do you have tales to share?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
There's another story I wanted to hear.
Which one?
Do you know anything about the Dalish?
I know little about your people, but I may be misinformed, and I would hate to offend you.
I would not be offended. That is why we must learn more about each other.
I have heard a little about how the elves gained their freedom from the Tevinter Imperium. When Andraste began her exalted march against the Imperium, the elves joined her cause to fight their masters. The great elven leader, Shatan, born in captivity, rose up to lead his people. He foresaw a future where the elves were free. Shatan was killed when Andraste was betrayed, but the elves continued to fight, eventually breaking free of the Imperium. The elves claimed the Dales in the south and settled there in a land of their own.
But the humans had to take that from us, too.
The elves lived in the Dales for centuries. They resurrected the worship of the elven gods and would allow the building of no chantry. This angered the chantry, and the hostility between the two factions finally broke out in open war. The chantry says the elves struck first, but I do not know whether to believe it. The chantry declared a holy exalted march against the elves, named for Andraste's similar march against Tevinter. During the exalted march of the Dales, the elven cities were sacked, and the elven state completely dissolved. Some of the elves bitterly accepted their fates and surrendered to human rule, living in the human cities as second-class citizens. But others, still fiercely proud of their heritage, refused to bow to the humans, and instead became homeless wanderers. They were the elves of the Dales, the Dalish.
Let's move on.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
Yes.
Indeed.
Tegrin.
You have coin, stranger? Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
Yes.
All men are the work of our Maker's hand. From the lowest
The Mage's Collective thanks you. Make us smile upon you.
Another visitor, the Maester. Enjoy browsing my wares.
Who are you?
Master Trader Ignacio, at your service, good sir. My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Caesar handles the trade stock, I handle other affairs.
Do you need any help?
No. Not yet. Perhaps one day.
Farewell.
Luck be to you, Warden.
What can I get you, stranger?
I finished a favor for one of your people. $6 gold.
What can I get you, stranger?
Need any help? Harsh decisions.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Fresh from Orzammar.
Going.
Message for you, milady.
Who?
More things to deliver. Goodbye.
New quest. Trial of Crows. Okay. First things first.
Little too close to my boss for comfort, friend. Time to teach you about letting dogs lie.
Right.
Too bad for you.
K is lieutenant. Hideout instructions.
This place stinks of desperation.
Ah, a Grey Warden. And I had heard that all the Ferelden Wardens were killed or exiled from this place. Oh, don't look so surprised. I've seen many of your kind in my journeys, and there is always something odd about you. But Grey Warden or no, it is refreshing to see another woman who answers to no one.
I'm glad you approve.
Now, what can I do for you, my dear?
Your fighting skills are impressive.
I assume you saw that little drama, and none of these poor brutes has ever proven a match for me. They are too clumsy and predictable. I fight with quickness and wit, rather than with brute force and strength. I call myself a duelist because I honed my skills in duels with warriors I encountered over the years.
Will you teach me how to be a duelist?
An unusual request, coming from a fearsome slayer of Darkspawn. I am flattered that you wish to learn from me, sweet thing. It will take you years of practice to achieve true mastery of the style, but I can teach you the basics. I do, however, wish to get to know my potential student better, so we shall call for a drink, and you will honor me with a game.
All right. What game?
Have you ever played Wicked Grace? It is easy to learn, but difficult to master. You must watch your opponent's moves as carefully as your own. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to?
I will shuffle the cards.
Good. Go ahead, then.
Stealing. Palm several good cards while shuffling.
Are you done yet? 5 cards each to start with, and may the cleverest player win. Is it my turn again?
Continue playing the game.
Ah, you have that familiar glint in your eye. Good cards, I take it.
Stealth. Lean over and sneak a peek at her cards.
That's cheating, you know. I will have to hold my cards closer next time. Ha! The Angel of Death card. The game is over. We must show our hands. You have 2 angels and 3 knights, and all the same theme. That is one of the best hands I have ever seen. You've won. You have proven yourself quick and resourceful, and I would be honored to pass my skills on to you.
Teach me now.
Come, we will need some space for this.
Duelist unlocked. I like Duelist for a rogue. Adds to the defense at a certain point. That's the main reason.
Going.
I sent my best, and yet here you are. My brethren can't stand the competition, Fine, let's get to it.
Don't seem to have any quests to do, so I must have them all finished.
Magic exists.
Dwarven craft. Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at?
Sit you have.
Every...
Hmm. 30 strength. Ouch.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven craft.
What can I get you, stranger?
I finished a favor for one of your parties. $10 gold. D will be unopposed. Let's see if this crow wants. Ignastio.
You hear about a note? Maybe we have some things we can talk about. You are of great interest to me.
So you're the ones trying to kill me?
Who do you blame for a death? The sword or the swordsman? Crows are swords, instruments used by someone else for their own reasons. So one of our swords is hired out. He and his employees will do their job or die trying. But the crows as a whole have no bias.
I'm listening.
Ferelden is a busy place. Blight, civil war, other mayhem. Lots of people not getting along. Sometimes they really don't get along. Maybe want to do something about it. The people that handle that sort of thing can get real busy.
Go on.
It takes time to do a good job. Pride in your work and all. But customers have expectations. Not many people to turn to if you're short-staffed in some lines of work. So, someone that's crossed our path and lived, well, maybe they could help out. Make some coin. Everyone wins.
How does this work then?
I hand you a scroll. You read it, you learn about someone interesting. If you find out something happens to him, something unfortunate, then if we talk again, I give you money for letting me know. You don't like what's on the scroll, don't do anything. Maybe he has an accident and someone else tells me all about it.
Hand it to me.
There you go. Makes for fine reading. If that's all, luck be to you.
Quest. Payden. Killed him. She killed him at the Pearl.
Enjoy the reading?
Is there a bonus for doing a contract quickly?
Depends on the contract. The one you've got? Not especially.
Too bad. I already killed him.
What? You did what?
Check for yourself.
No, I believe you. You, well, you're good. You might want to look in the chest behind me. There might be something of interest.
Items received. What?
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Rec from Orthamar.
Caden Fay. Kunari Mercenaries. Talvashoth, actually. One of those that you could play in Dragon Age Inquisition. painful.
Oh, right. And I'm off.
Let's go. Where's Amara? There's an ambassador there from Ternlogain.
I have been setting down in ink the tales of our exploits, and I have been thinking about ways to describe you. You are unlike any animal I have ever met. Almost human in your intelligence and understanding. So, let me see. You're loyal, yes? That one is up.
News of the hour. Harrowmont is king.
Oh, right. Going.
We have to get out of here. Witness.
Try that again.
To be praised.
What's going on? By the ancestors.
Good on you, Warden. Caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Going. Huh.
Glass factory. Let's break it. And fight the Revenant.
Oh, right. And I'm off.
Love letter.
Oh, right.
Hi, Farteg.
King Balin will never give up the throne. Guards, attack!
Balin's dead. Mental resistant, physical 94.
Oh, right.
Looks a little bit like Tegan.
Too fast for you. Look up there.
Quest updated. Come on, let's go.
Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shapered. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine! He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Quest completed. The Dead Cast's insignia has been entered in the memories. Legion of the Dead may eventually be considered a caste or house of its own.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I, don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last Blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
You mean these records?
You found them? Let me see. That's my great-grandmother's name. And her husband! Oh, great ancestors, it's them! It's me! I am an Orton. Oh, thank you. I have to take these to the assembly right away. Find me there. Once these are acknowledged, I'll give you any reward. I've been hoping you'd return to Orzammar. Oh, I have so much to tell you. The other houses repaid their debts to my house, and I had enough money to send an expedition into our old Tig. We found so many things. I kept some for you. I said I'd repay you, didn't I?
I'm glad things turned out well for you.
I could never fully repay what you've done for me. But this is a start, I hope. Walk well, and may fortune always smile on you, Grey Warden.
Quest completed.
Going.
I can't believe that. Are you here to buy something or what?
Let me see what you got.
I'll
Shut
take
the
your
hell up.
gold.
Yeah. Nothing. You got nothing. You disgust me. Here, have some junk.
Vashaden.
Yes.
Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Here's 5 silver.
Thank you. That a stranger would care so much when my own family barred me from their halls unless I'm willing to. But no! I can't bear to even think of it!
What does your family want you to do?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a minor, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
That's horrible.
I cannot abandon my baby. The Shapers teach that only children of true lineage exist, not those born casteless. But they never carried a child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him.
Can't you take your son to the surface?
I thought about that. They say there's no caste up there, that humans don't care about lineage. I've never met a surfacer, though. I thought it might not be safe.
You'll be fine. Up there's my people they look down on.
Strange that you would encourage me with one breath and be so bitter with the next. However you complain, you look well-fed and well-clothed. And that is more than I can give my son here. Thank you, stranger, for opening my eyes. Perhaps I'll see you next in the light of the sun.
You don't want to live underground anyway. That sucks. How you doing?
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
I thought I'd kill you.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Yeah.
As you say.
Come on, bleed out. Proving receipt. First updated.
Horsefit.
Yes.
Liliana, get this stupid beast out of here.
I am sorry, Ogren. Was he disturbing you?
No, but if he isn't careful, I'm gonna start thinking about how delicious he looks. Little taste of home, eh?
I will make sure Schmooples is never underfoot again.
Schmooples? You named a nug Schmooples. Yeah. The last thing we need around here is a walking snack named Schmooples.
And I'm off.
Excuse me. Quest updated.
Fine to see you here, Warden. A number of people have told me they hope to see you in the provings. It's a rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotically trained. In fact, a few were hoping you'd take part in some informal action. Say the word and I'll line up a team from one of the younger houses. They don't often get a chance to test themselves in the provings. They're a hungry bunch who employ unusual tactics. Understand that there's no concern for fairness here. Your battles will be hard won.
Set me up.
We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you. Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know if you want to go again.
Yeah, set me up.
We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
Wipe them out quickly.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know if you want to go again.
Yeah, go ahead.
We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
Looks like we're in.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know if you want to go again.
Sure, why not?
We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
I doubt that. Lessons.
Sometimes.
It will take some time before they are ready to challenge you again. Take this, with my thanks.
No problem.
Going.
How long were you in that cloister, my dear woman?
Just over 2 years. Why do you ask?
And all the brothers and sisters there, they had taken vows?
Most of them, yes.
For 2 years, you had no contact with anyone but men and women who are promised to some uncaring god?
What are you getting at?
Didn't you desire companionship during those 2 years? 2 years! The very thought makes me weak.
My time in the cloister was a time of contemplation. I occupied myself with thoughts of the Maker and other worthy pursuits. But like I said, most of the brothers and sisters had taken vows. Not all of them. Some were just affirmed, like me.
Aha! That is not so bad then.
Nothing happened, Zivran. It would not be right to engage in that behavior in a house devoted to the Maker.
Why? The Maker made us who we are. He made our urges. He gave us these parts. You think he made them for looks?
News of the hour. All hail King Pyral Harrowmon.
I will not allow the warriors that serve my house leave to defend the surface. Why should our strong dwarven men die for these humans? And that wife of Harrowmon? She doesn't deserve to be queen. I've even seen her wearing the same dress twice. Shameless.
Must be one of the Romneys. Here you go.
You found it. Warden, you have my gratitude. You're a bright spot in an otherwise dark time.
You're wise to support the rightful king.
The Prince values your support, Warden. We are glad to have you here, Warden.
Prince. I didn't support Prince Balin. What's he talking about?
Good day, Grey Warden.
I'm glad we have a king again. I will not allow the warriors that serve my house leave to defend the surface. Why should our strong dwarven men die?
So Harrowmont managed to snatch the throne after all. And I hear we have you to thank.
Yeah. You do.
The public has a right to know.
At last we have a king again. I trust that King Harrowmont will do what is best for Orzammar.
Good day.
wonderful place, full of Antibans.
Ogren, if you want to bet me, you have only to ask.
What? Draw your weapon and say that again.
I jest, my foul-smelling friend. You are only slightly less attractive to me than a slime-filled pool of swamp water.
Better be.
You have my oath.
Bloody Antibans.
Yes.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out. I'm sure you'll...
Oh, right.
Yes.
Indeed. You need me?
There it is. I was wondering why it wasn't showing up. Must be something about camp that does that. Should be a defense of 101. It's better.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
Continue, please.
As there is but one world, one life, one
These markings of yours, they have a certain appeal. They remind me of how we used to paint our faces in Orlais.
Ah, but these are not just paint.
Do they mean anything to you, these symbols?
Some do. Some symbols are sacred to the cross. I am not permitted to tell you what they mean. Others are there to accentuate the lines of the body, its curves and musculature. It is hard to explain with armor and clothing on.
But I don't recall seeing many markings on your body.
Ah, no. Of course not. They are not in the places you have yet seen. I can show you if you wish.
No. I think not.
Is this a problem?
Not at all. I'm merely content looking at the markings on your face, that is all.
Have it your way. Should you change your mind?
You'll be the first to know, don't you worry.
If I could have a moment. You've been busy, traveling all over. And such tragic news you keep bringing. I was wondering if you'd check up on one more person. I'm sure you'll find this scroll quite interesting.
The last scroll indicates some of Orohal's special handpicked men are awaiting a ransom. to free a kidnapped boy. Crows are setting them up by sending disguised assassins to the meeting, but we need backup to take out all the Arl's elite soldiers, especially their leader, Captain Chase. Marked on your denim map.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orgrimmar. Dwarven crafts.
Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at?
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orgrimmar.
Yes.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to... I'm sure you...
Huh.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please. I'm sure.
Proves blood magic. Plus 5% spirit damage. Let's see if Mora can use that. Here you go, Morgan.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Need to wind this up. It's taking way too long to do the loading screens. Okay.
As you wish.
Ransom drop location.
He'll want no one else.
See.
We're done here. Go back to your contact, quickly.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
Going.
I heard there was quite a scuffle in the alleyways. Well done, Warden.
Well done? Arlhal betrayed us. The boy wasn't there.
Don't worry, Warden. Some friends have rescued the boy. He's already safely home back with his father, his very important father. You took care of the father's other requirement. The man who kidnapped his son, Captain Chase, is quite dead. Thanks to you.
So, are we done here?
I've nothing more for you. I hope you found the contents of the chest satisfying.
No.
My superiors want me to convey their thanks. The Crows aren't accepting any new contracts on you. And when this blight ends, we'd love you to visit Antiva to discuss other opportunities.
Then our business is done.
Just remember our offer. We could really use someone with your talents. It's time for me to take a vacation. Caesar has a special stock of wares that might interest you. It was a pleasure working with you, Warden. Luck be to you.
Right.
What can I get you, stranger?
See what you got.
Right, I'll show you.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Good to see you again.
So I wonder, do you intend to take your mother's place now?
Take her place? What do you mean?
As the new Witch of the Wild. That was her title, no? When one slays the queen, it's assumed they'll take her throne.
Considering the throne is a small shack in the middle of a cold wilderness, I think I may just pass.
And why would you lie to me, I wonder?
Ah, is this the part where you hint at some subtle plot of mine? Because you are so very perceptive?
So you didn't know what your mother planned until you read it in that book. That's what you said.
That is correct.
I admire you. You are a wicked, wicked woman.
And you are a fool who spends far too much time on his hair.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Get back into it! You think you're swinging a broom? Hail, Grey Warden.
When you're ready, we shall leave for Denerim.
Let's go.
Excellent. I shall make the arrangements. Let us be off to Denerim, and may the Maker watch over us. Denerim is the heart and soul of Ferelden. It was the city of King Calenhad, the birthplace of Andraste. As stubborn as a Mabari, and as good to have on your side. If we defeat Loghain here, the rest of the nation will follow us. By calling the Landsmeet, I've struck the first blow. The advantage, for the moment, is ours. He will have little choice but to show himself, to oppose us directly. He will strike back at us. The only question that remains is how soon. Loghain, this is an honor, that the Regent would find time to greet me personally.
How could I not welcome a man so important as to call every lord in Ferelden away from his estates, while a blight claws at our land?
The blight is why I'm here. With Cailan dead, Ferelden must have a king to lead it against the Darkspawn.
Ferelden has a strong leader. Its queen. And I lead her armies.
Considering Ostagar, perhaps we need a better general.
And who is this, Eamon? Some new stray you picked up on the road? And here I thought it was only royal bastards who play the nursemaid too, not wild elves.
Well, you're admitting the royal part. That's a start.
I'm a witness to your crimes at Ostagar.
You should curb your tongue. This is my city, and no safe place to speak treason.
Why don't you make me...
For anyone. There is talk that your illness left you feeble, Eamon. Some worry that you may no longer be fit to advise Ferelden.
Illness? Why not call your poison by its true name? Not everyone at the Landsmeet will cast aside their loyalties as easily as you and these sycophants.
How long you've been gone from court, Eamon? Don't you recognize Rendon Howe, Arl of Amaranthine, and Terran of Highever?
Oh, scumbag.
And current Arl of Denerim. Since Urien's unfortunate fate at Ostagar, the Regent has been generous to those who prove loyal.
Looks like a chimp. Bootlicking appears to be profitable these days.
Don't interrupt, Churl. Your betters are talking.
Enough, Carthrian. This is not the time or place. I had hoped to talk you down from this rash course, Eamon. Our people are frightened. Our king is dead. Our land is under siege. We must be united now if we are to endure this crisis. Your own sister, Queen Rowan, fought tirelessly to see Ferelden restored. Would you see her work destroyed? You divide our nation and weaken our efforts against the Blight. With your selfish ambitions to the throne.
Look who's talking. You're the one who divided Ferelden, asshole.
I was not talking to you.
I cannot forgive what you've done, Loghain. Perhaps the Maker can, but not I. Our people deserve a king of the Theron bloodline. Alistair will be the one to lead us to victory in this blight.
Oh, is that all I have to do? No pressure.
The Emperor of Orlais also thought I could not bring him down. Expect no more mercy than I showed him. There is nothing I would not do for my homeland.
Why don't we just kill all three of them?
Well, that was bracing. I didn't expect Loghain to show himself quite so soon.
Have you known this guy a long time?
My sister married King Merrick while he was still in exile. At that time, he and Loghain were inseparable. The wild prince who'd never seen the inside of a castle, and the farmer's son. When Loghain joined Merrick's rebels, he was just a raw-boned boy, but he got on one knee to swear that he would see Ferelden free or die trying.
You sound like you admire him.
He made us a free people once more. You can't know what it was like to grow up as a vassal in your own land.
Oh?
While poncy little Orlesians minced around in their silks. I would never have believed he would do anything but what was best for Ferelden. We need eyes and ears in the city. Loghain has been here for months. The roots of all his schemes must begin here. The sooner we find them, the better we can turn them to our advantage. Go have a look around, and see what you can turn up. Better yet, find the nobles who have arrived for the landsmeet. Test the waters. See how many will support us. When you're ready to talk strategy, come upstairs to my sitting room. We can lay out our plans for the landsmeet then.
So many visitors.
Going.
So many chamber pots to clean. Oh.
That's
If
the
they
last
keep
one.
tracking mud up here, it's going
Just
to take a
updated.
month to get it all
You found 12 love letters. Turn them in.
out.
Is it true that a prince...
This is a nice change from having to sleep in the woods, isn't it? Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
Of course I am. But we should move on. This is Moonstalker, a dead place for walkthroughs, with Luthien of Dragon Age Origins. Catch you on the flip side.